Hey guys, welcome back. Today on Epic Game World, we're in Islands on Roblox, and I am showing you my brand new maple syrup farm. So here I have 24 maple trees and all kinds of these tubes connecting, going into my boilers and my bottler. And I'll kind of just go over it real quick and show you a couple of things about this. So first of all, we have sap boilers. You're going to need those, and you're also going to need sap bottler, the syrup bottler. Now you really only need one syrup bottler. If you notice inside of here, it has 6 slots that are available to hold the maple. So once you have the sap here, it collects from the trees, collects from the tree taps, and it goes down all of these tubes, comes into the sap boiler, and from the sap boiler it boils it, and then it sends it on to the syrup bottler. Well, the sap boiler is kind of slow, so having 4 of them enables the syrup bottler to stay busy most of the time. As you can see right now, it's not busy, but if we wait just a second, all of a sudden you're going to see a bunch of sap coming into, here it is, the bottler. So look, we get 4 at once usually, and they come in and they disappear. The bottler is really quick compared to the boilers. Now I probably could have did another 2 more boilers maybe, or maybe even got away with 4 more boilers, but it just takes up a lot of room and it's kind of tough to connect everything. So I just went with 4 boilers and 1 bottler, and it seems to work pretty good. As you can see, let's go over here and check this out, see how much I have in here. So I already have 100. Let's go ahead and take that out. So I have nothing in there. So we're going to go over this, and when we're done, we'll come back and we'll see how many I have in there. So anyhow, what I've realized is that in order to keep the sap boilers continuously full, as you notice, as soon as it went away, it was immediately back. In order to keep these continuously full, you need to have 6 trees, 6 maple trees per boiler. So that's what I have set up. So I have 2 right here. Actually, I have 4 right here, and these 4 are connected. So basically the way that it is, you have these tube mergers, okay? And the tube mergers, the 2 sides are the inputs, and this one front piece is the output. So you have to make sure that you have it set up in that configuration. If you don't, it just won't work, and I went through that quite a bit before I realized. So basically you see it's coming out of here, out of the tree tap, it's coming down the tubes, coming around the corner, it's going into the merger on this side, it's going into the merger on this side, and then it's coming out of the merger here. Now up here it's coming into the merger, and it's going out. And that's the same way it has to be everywhere, or else it will not work. So I have these 4 connected, and over here I have these 2 connected, and these are all merged together, and they're all coming into one boiler. So that's my first boiler. And then my second boiler right here, as you can see, this one's kind of going up and around, and that is connecting here, and all 6 trees are connected to the same boiler. So usually what I did on every case here is I did 3 on one side and I did 3 on the other side, and I brought them all in to connect to each boiler. And then these last 2 sets, I have nice long tube system set up, and I did kind of the same thing. Now the one issue that I did have when I was making this, and I'll show you right here, is that at the end here it doesn't let you curve the tube. So I'll just show you real quick. So if I break this and I break that, break one of those off as well. So say I put this on here. Alright, I have that on here, and now I want to go ahead and put my tube up to here. It doesn't let me curve it. It will not let me curve this tube no matter what I do. So I can put this tube here, and I can try to get another tube here, and no matter what, I just cannot curve the tube. So you gotta kind of trick it. So you just take this off, take that off. You have to put a straight piece here. Got to break this one also. It's just very tricky here when you do this. So you got to get a straight piece, put a straight piece on, and then you can connect it. Once you connect it, then you can break this piece off. Then you can go ahead and get the merger and put it into place, and then you get another straight piece, and you're able to connect it. And there, and then it's back together. But it will not let you make these small curves right here if you have the merger connected. So you just have to get a couple of straight pieces in there and kind of trick it a little bit, in order to get those small curves, just like I just showed you. But basically, that's the hardest part. So right here, you basically have the trees, the maple trees, and this is an important part about the maple trees as well. If you notice, I have them all in the exact same configuration. And the reason you want to do that is because you have to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces in between the trees. So there's a tree every 6th block. And the only way to get that to work and get them to all grow at the same time is you have to put them all sideways. So when you're planting the trees, it's a little bit tough to get them. You're gonna have to probably go and go through it many times before you can get all of the trees to actually grow in the right configuration. But you finally will. And once you have them all grown, and as you can see, they have to grow on grass, so you got to put grass blocks down. So every 6 blocks, you put a piece of grass down, and you put your tree down, and you have to put it in the right configuration, just like you see it there. When it's small, you can still see where it is. You can still see the configuration. So like, for example, if I take this out, let me see, put a maple tree in here. Oh, I got 4 left maple saplings. All right, so you take the maple sapling, and all right, well, let me put it down. Oops. You know what, I could have just put it on the edge there. Let's just take this out and fix my, let me fix my floor there real quick. And we'll just put the maple sapling over here, just as an example. So we were putting the maple saplings down. You can see you could press R and you could turn it. So this way it would be wide. It would be like, left to right width. And this way is front to back width. And that's the way you want to put it down. So when you're putting them down, you're putting them down like that on the left side. You see I have them that way. And then on my right side, I'm actually putting them down the opposite way. And this depends on where you're standing when you put them. See, it still doesn't let me do it. There we go. So as you can see, this tree right here has the little branch facing this way, and this tree has a little branch facing this way. So even if you put them down this way, they don't always grow in that configuration. So you're gonna have to do it many times, most likely, to get them all to work exactly the way that you want them to work. But you'll get them eventually, and once you do, you'll have them every 6 blocks, just like I have them. And then if you want to do 6 trees per boiler, you can just lay it out in this configuration, as you can see. So you kind of pause your video if you like, and you can kind of set them all in this configuration. So you have to have your tree tap, then you have all your straight pieces coming out, and have it all connected. Now there is a little bit of trickery that you got to do on some of these areas to make these angles right. So you're gonna kind of have to go over it a bit, and you'll see what I'm talking about when you're trying to build this. But this was the best and most efficient way that I was able to build this. If you guys have a better way, please let me know. Leave me a link to a different video, or you can write it out in the comments if you like. And once you get over to this part, you do have to kind of like go up in the air quite a bit, up and around, all sorts of curves and weirdness. But once you have your trees laid out, then you can kind of connect all of your tubes and get them all working. So pretty much 6 maple trees per boiler, and then I have 4 boilers all going into one bottler. So the syrup bottler. Let's see how many we have. So we've been on here for just a few minutes. We already have 90 and we already have 100. I mean, it just works so fast. You have to get one of these tier 2 input output chests because it's just gonna fill up like too fast if you don't. But anyhow, I mean, that's my maple tree farm. I hope you guys liked that. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell button so you never miss out on another video on Epic Game World. See you guys next time.